Welcome back to Macro Monday. It's yet another horrible day here in West Cumbria, so I've had a little look around. I found a bulb kit out of my van, so these are 12 volt bulbs. It's a little metal plate which I've taken off something or other. This is going to make today's job a lot easier. It's an adjustable power supply. My idea is to set up one of these car bulbs so I can photograph it so it appears to be lit but not attached to any electric source. And I'm just going to take a few things I found in the shed to set this up. I'm shaping this little bit of wire and soldering it to the bulb. So the wire will act as a support for the bulb and it will conduct electricity. The rest of the circuit will be made up by standing the bulb upright on this little metal plate, attaching one side of the power supply to the metal plate and one side to the wire I soldered to the bulb. Getting everything set up in quite the right way always takes a bit of time, particularly with macro photography where the focus needs to be so fine. I was initially using my 135mm lens with 3 extension rings, although that gave me slightly too tight a crop, so I removed one. This gave me a much better crop, so I connected up the electrics, readjusted the focus, turned on the power supply and took a few test shots. After the first shot, I decided I needed to introduce a bit of external lighting to keep the body of the bulb lit as the element got brighter. I soon realised the ceiling light above where I was shooting left a weird reflection in the top, so I turned that off. I adjusted the power supply as a shot, making the bulb brighter and dimmer. I eventually settled on quite dim and worked fractionally around that. I tried moving the external light source to different places until I found the reflections that I was happy with. I like the way the reflections on these later shots seem to lead into the bulb. Obviously I said I wanted the bulb to appear like it was floating, and clearly in these shots you can see the plate it stood on. But as I'm shooting from a low angle, it's really easy just to whip that plate out in Photoshop. I actually just painted over this with the brush and then adjusted the blacks to ensure that it was completely invisible. In hindsight, a little reflector on the opposite side to the main light would have helped pick out the body of the bulb, but overall it's turned out really nicely. I love the definition in the elements, I love the highlight, and as I'm sure you know, I always do like working on a black background. So once again, I've enjoyed a little experiment and problem solving to work out how to do something. I hope you've enjoyed it too, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!